Alright, in about a minute it will be our regular starting time, and considering that Samal said that he might be a little bit late, and the fact that Silas is not with you guys, last I recall he decided to stay away from the library
Mm-hmm.
and wait outside, I would say that we can begin, and he'll just drop in during the session, and I will consider what Silas is doing in the meantime, being all alone in the dark. Uh, as for small bookkeeping, uh, just in case you'll be wondering, instead of having like several separate handouts for NPC pictures, there's one Dramatis Persona handout uh, in Codex folder, and the NPCs that had their pictures, they're now separate pages.
Nice.
And because I've realized that that's just clearer to see. And JP, I do have the answer for Sasa's
Yeah.
question.
Ooh.
Just double check that you. Okay. And for now, I will only show it to you.
I cannot see at the moment as my computer has decided to freeze.
Okay.
1 second.
Yeah, just in case the settings have been edited, and the handout should be visible to you. Oh, plus I do not see you on player list, so you might not be on
Yeah,
Forge right
my
now.
whole Chrome crashed. 1 second.
Understandable.
I opened it and then it just stopped working for a second, and I was like, "Huh, that's weird." And I realized it crashed. Okay, I'm logging back in. It was probably the fact that I just closed a game. So, okay, yeah, it's loading it.
It's possible. And yeah, should Sasa decide to uh, share that knowledge, I will grant vision, rather give permission for other players to also see the handout.
Okay, how do I find the handout again?
Alright, just give me a moment. Making double, making ultra sure that
Oh,
it is
oh, I
visible.
found it. Never mind. Yeah, I can see it.
Alright. See that someone is online, so should be dropping by soon enough.
Okay, I'm done reading.
All right. As that knowledge would have poured into your head and conceptualized, one image would flash through your mind. Bigger ownership. Should now see the example page.
Oh. Okay. Ominous.
Would Sasa share her vision, her answer, with the rest of the party?
Not yet. I need to process this in character first.
Very well. Just wanted to ask to be sure. So for now, I don't change the ownerships of the handout,
Yes.
so only you can see it.
Okay.
And I went offline again. Oh well. So, last I recall, oh, actually, before I begin, are there? Oh, he's back again. Are there any bookkeeping stuff I forgot about, or are there any other technical issues we need to deal with, or do you have any questions that I need to answer before we get the ball rolling?
I'm
I
good.
believe I'm good.
I think I'm all right.
Alright. Why he jumped into AFK channel? Oh, maybe he's not yet there yet. Oh. Okay. Alright. So, uh, last we left off, you guys have journeyed back to the ruined library, placed underground beneath the ruins of a mansion or some sort of hamlet that perhaps once belonged to a aristocrats or noble family of some sorts, that now has been taken as a part of that has been taken as a dominion or part of the dominion for one Lord of Knowledge, one of the Lords of the Night. And after most of you uh, participated in the ritual that, as far as you can tell, and if you want to believe, grants you the benefits of sacred hospitality, when you took some bread with salt, you have ventured deeper into the through the entrance, through the staircase leading downwards, with Nevin, the, well, traitor, I guess, in some definition he fits from a certain perspective. And once a member of the Night Watch, citizen of City of Hope, now turned vampire spawn, a servant for Lord Beckett, as he's leading you, as he's walking up ahead, leading you downwards. I didn't remember if I said that he was leading you guys or staying up there, so if this is a small retcon, then yeah, it is small retcon and he's leading you down towards the library. And as you are going downwards, mm, just to be sure, any thoughts about Silas staying behind? Do you in character, like
Vale is definitely like extremely suspicious of him already, but he mostly keeps it to himself. So he's just like, as they like go to turn back into this library, he definitely like throws a look out there at Silas, and then continues in.
I mean,
Sasa is the same. It's just somehow has been not somehow.
Silas.
Sorry, the Silas. Stephen as Silas has been already like uh spacing out. Or at least that's what Sasa has seen, and she's currently like in anger mode after what happened with the crowd. That Silas just puts us in danger because of it. So she's just like, I don't know, I don't care.
There was one like situation where you could think he might be not risk adverse. I remember there was an encounter with two skeletal minotaurs, and he was like at barely any health, and I was like, yeah, I don't need healing.
Yeah. Also that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Pastor would stop for a moment, looking back, slightly worried for him, but understanding that he can probably take care of himself.
All right, very well. Now let me put you here. Yes, you have ventured. Hello, Samal.
Oh,
Hey, Samuel.
Hello.
Just want to make absolutely sure. I don't remember what was Silas' decision last time, but just in case you have changed your mind over the week, asking to be sure Silas stays outside, like he's on the outskirts of the library. He's not screwing with the undead, correct?
No. Yeah, that is correct.
Okay.
Oh, I actually have a question
Yeah.
for Sasa and Pastor.
Yeah, go ahead.
Did you explain what happened when you cast magic before? Like the change of disposition at all or anything like that?
I think Pastor kept that to himself.
I haven't talked exactly. No, I
Okay.
did tell you that I saw something, but I haven't. I think I did. I don't remember, but yeah, I meant to say that something happened with the tree, but I don't want to talk about it yet.
Okay.
That's it.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
Mm. Now that I think about it, I mean, if Silas would be thinking about that, like, if you want, you can make a Arcana roll to see, like, maybe in that moment back there, like, Silas got a hint that maybe something was. Oh, yeah, with a 7, it's like, it's really hard to tell.
Gotcha.
I mean, to be fair, like, in the end, it worked as before, so I doubt anything changed. But yeah, sadly with a 7 I cannot give more.
I
Alright,
gotcha.
so I will get to Silas in a while. But for now, as the rest of the party is descending into library, you do recall that to the right, there was an like shadowy owlbear, not owlbear, yes, owlbear that had its nest. Now you do not hear any sounds that could be similar to that. Instead, it does sound. The closest analogy would be like a pool of tar, like a pool of bubbling tar, and maybe some ripping and shredding and eating.
So As a blood hunter, I get advantage on history checks to identify undead. Can I do that?
Uh,
Is this an undead?
you may. Uh, yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Easy.
Uh, does sound like undead, not an owlbear. Not you do not know what happened with the corrupted shadowy owlbear. But it does sound like it's a sort of like undead breeding ground.
Ugh.
I guess the closest analogy, like the inspiration I'm going for, like you guys watched Ruby
Mm-mm.
or not really?
Mm-mm.
Imagine a pool of goo, like black oily tar substance, and from which grim monsters appear.
Okay, a
So,
spawn point. Got it.
yeah. I could have used that.
Monster spawn point.
As I said, it's like a little bit fatigued, so.
Gross. Disgusting. I secretly tell everybody that as quietly as I can.
Oh, that's gross.
Uh, yeah, as Nevin was like pauses, looks back at you. I wouldn't bother with that.
I don't have dark vision, so I assume I cannot see you while we're walking through, right?
Sorry, what was that?
I don't have dark vision, so I assume I don't see anything while like we're passing through there, right?
Um, I mean, your
Just like a quick
token
glance.
does have something. Because hold on. Normally you don't. I do not give you dark vision, and yet you do have some vision. Oh, that's bad. That's probably from Pastor's Light.
Yeah.
Then yes, essentially you do see what you see.
Okay.
Then as Nevin is walking, hold on. Yeah, he just continues walking forward. No, but this is not smell or hearing, this is sight. Vale can give me a perception roll.
Noise.
18.
So, as you're walking, you remember there's like the illusionary wall. Now that it's gone and didn't seem like it has much use. Something glints at the very edge, rather you can swear you saw something glint at the very edge of your vision. Slightly to around, and at the very least from my end, it seems like you should be able to see it. There's some weird glow.
Mm.
Coming
Can I
from
make any
direction,
sort of
and
check?
Nevin didn't seem to notice as he obviously continued walking forwards.
Mm.
What check are you thinking about?
Arcana or history? To know like the relation.
History wouldn't work. Arcana is more likely.
Alright, well I'm a little stupid, so let's see how this goes. Yep, I'm pretty
Good
stupid.
job. Yeah.
I look at that, I have no idea what that is. I make a subtle hand gesture to
To where?
to the cave area. It's glowing.
I don't see shit.
Oh.
Hold
Should be able to
on.
see a glow in this darkness.
I
Well,
literally just see like a tiny portion in here, and that's it. That's all I see.
give me a moment. But yeah, I mean, if you move... Oh, sorry. Not like that. Oh, yeah. But it's your call. I mean, you do have some vision, so you may roll it if you want, or you can just ignore it.
Well, if I can, then I will. I'm smart. I'm
Yeah.
kind of a smart.
Yeah, with a 6, like, maybe it's some sort of like lingering ambient effect. After all, that was the cave where you found Dugan.
Yeah, 16.
With a 16, yeah, this is something else. This is not the lingering after effect. Like, obviously, this is something light related, but it doesn't feel natural as much as primordial energies can be natural. But it gives you, especially with the recent experiences, it gives you a little bit of an unease.
All right.
Still, it doesn't seem to spread. It's not like radioactive, it's not radiation, it's just there.
Mm. Okay. Okay. Then I'll just look. I'll just give Vale like a look, and I'll just give like a shrug.
He'll
Don't really know.
mouth the words like on our way back. Like we'll check it out on the
Yeah,
way
yeah, yeah.
back.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. All right.
All right.
Wow.
The proper ceremony has to. Oh, yes, as I would follow. So, would she? Sorry,
Yeah,
I just like
sorry.
grabbed your token.
It's okay. It's okay.
uh, yeah, proper ceremony has to be followed. Librarian. There are guests of the library, vouched for by me, servant of Lord Beckett, and in the middle of the fountain, you will see a creature appear larger than before, which gives you a hint, especially those of you who are proficient in Arcana, a hint that maybe it's some maybe illusion is
Being used.
I'm
yes.
so spooky and
Mm.
big. I'm so scary.
Ooh, look at me and menacing.
Would it be possible for me to insight Nevin to see if he's still scared of this creature like he was last time I saw him?
Who, Nevin?
Yeah.
Sure, go ahead. Although, yeah, go ahead. You can roll.
He seemed really nervous last time. I'm
Oh, that
curious.
was almost a 1. Holy shit.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, with an 18, I would say that maybe that it wasn't my intention. Nevin at that time was mostly spooked by his situation in general, because that was really fresh after he was turned, and then you guys came in, and he was trying to maybe in panic try to find a solution. He wasn't really scared of the librarian itself. And right now, there's definitely some awkwardness and unease between him and you guys. But there's a change of not appearance, the change of oh my god, I'm blanking on the
Like,
word.
demeanor?
Demeanor. Like he's not acting like a big guy right now, but there's definitely more confidence, or that's the gist of it.
Okay.
Well, the creature begins speaking. As your lord knows, Knowledge is priced tool. It shouldn't be given freely. A knowledge that goes starving is of no worth. You know what currency we use here?
Souls?
Yes, we deal in souls. They are great mediums for knowledge. Or, however distasteful, we trade knowledge for knowledge. What are you seeking here?
I look at everyone.
I hate this. Vale is looking at this creature like it trying to comprehend how it sounds like it is both dying and also like growing new lungs at the same time while it's speaking is what it sounds like to him. And he's like, what the fuck? What the fuck is this?
Yes, its voice is fluctuating. It feels
Yeah,
like there
yeah.
are thousands. Basically, it's like my poor imitation that hurts my throat of Voice of a Legion.
Yeah,
Almost like there are many souls speaking at once.
makes sense.
Um, I will speak up and I'll say, what will be the payment required to learn a language?
What is the reason you want to learn this?
Well, I'm going to smirk and I'm gonna say, what knowledge are you giving me for that, for the answer to that?
Shit.
Uh, it is quiet for a while, and before it says, sorry, I feel like I blanked out for a moment. Before it says, there are those within our library of souls that may tutor you.
Pretty much you just told me, yes, there is, but only if you tell me what it is. Okay. Like, I'm just thinking this to myself. What should I answer to
I
that?
will bring forth one of those. Because it did so that there are, spectral visages of library workers, people going through the motions, just trying to clean stuff,
Hmm.
and whatnot.
One of them could teach me what I'm searching. That's pretty much what he said.
Rather that you get a feeling, even without a roll, that this library, perhaps partially, it is quite destroyed. So some of the books and physical holders of information might be, destroyed, unusable. But souls do carry information, and it feels like after everything that happened, this partially is a library like that.
A soul library.
Partially, yes.
Oh, wait. Is he saying that I will need to absorb a soul for that?
No, sorry, that was not my intention.
Okay.
That he's
Okay.
literally gonna pull the soul of someone that's spoken Sylvan that can act as a tutor for you.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was like, wait.
Or,
Uh,
you can just, go hashtag murder hobo and go full balls to the walls.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea inside the Vampire Lord Mansion.
mhm.
Yeah, as you're like negotiating, Nevin, he looks thoughtful, pensive. It's like finger raised to his like mouth. No, and just shakes his head.
Inciting this bitch. What the fuck was that? Sir? Will you just fucking say to me?
Uh, he looks like someone that hasn't thought about mentioning an idea, but decided that maybe you do not want to hear that for now.
I was just gonna say, what? And like, look at him expectantly.
I mean, I'm not in this position for long, all right? But I have a pretty good guess that, when someone calls himself Lord of Knowledge, that's not ego talking. And I'm pretty sure that he would have plenty of tools to, well, help you. But, and he nods towards the librarian, that knowledge for knowledge trade, yeah, that's the thing that Lord Beckett imposed after taking this place under his wing, under his dominion. He's big on controlling places of knowledge like this. I gathered.
Mhm. Bill.
Bill doesn't really know what's going on. He's like, okay, because he's basically in his mind in a constant back and forth. Like, you can see conflict on his face as, like, the two gears in his brain are stuck. He's trying to decide what knowledge he could offer to help Sasa, but he's also like, I don't want to divulge any knowledge of, like, my order or the city that would put so many people in danger. So he's just like, he doesn't really know what to do.
Mm.
He's got 10 intelligence. He doesn't really know what's going on, like at any point.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that's fair.
he's not stupid. Like 10 is just
No.
just above average, I believe. Like 9 is considered average. Like,
If he was stupid, he would have been like, "Oh yeah, I'll tell you everything about my order." But yeah, he's smart enough to know that's a stupid idea. So, but he doesn't really know how else to like do that. So he's kind of like looking to Sasa, like, so what's the haps? Like, what are we doing here?
So I really need to learn Sylvan. Okay. I'm just gonna in character. I'm gonna look at the vampire lord. I'm gonna like raise the finger like 1 second, and I'm gonna like hurt everyone. So we like talk like to the side real quick.
We're gonna do a sidebar. Okay,
Yeah, like
we're doing a little
sidebar.
sidebar.
All
Sidebar.
right,
Sidebar.
all right.
Sidebar.
Okay. Something we probably should have talked about earlier, but we kind of didn't. It's fine.
It's fine.
Okay.
Faster. Faster sidebar. Sidebar.
Pastor is dead.
He's fucking dead.
No.
Whoa.
Hello.
Whoa. Okay.
We're doing a
we're
sidebar
having
over here.
a side talk. Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Okay.
That's
Oh, right. Sorry, I got him.
Yeah. Okay.
not me.
Okay. So I think I know something I could try to exchange for the knowledge, but I need the like you two's approval, I suppose.
Okay.
I don't know if this is something that will work. I'm trying to be sneaky about this, by the way. I'm like whispering.
All right.
And I will say, I think I might have a small idea of how we can undo all of this. A
Vale
small,
like raises an eyebrow.
small hint.
It's like, but is the knowledge you're giving up for the knowledge you need dangerous?
I'm not sure.
Ooh. Okay.
So, I know why. It's not exactly something we can do anyways, but once we investigate and what we learned from the journal might help us do something similar.
Okay.
I don't know if the light will get angry with this.
Well,
Hopefully
then
not.
you should do it. I don't need it to be any more.
So I have another question. You two have seemed kind of off ever since what happened in our first excursion out with
Yeah.
the paladin.
Uh-huh.
Iria Wirik.
I think I might have seen something similar.
You see heaven? Wait.
I
Did you see heaven?
she's going to just like look to the ground and she's gonna stop flying and just like step on the ground. She's gonna just look to the ground for like a second, like thinking, and she's gonna say, I might have seen something older. Or
Older.
maybe
Purgatory.
worse.
The far realms? Wait. Wait, do I know of the
No.
far realm?
I don't think you know.
Wait.
Unless you want to go with something else, my idea was that in character, the name of Far Realms doesn't even exist. Like, there would
Okay.
be like no knowledge that there are other planes of existence.
This is like super lost information. Okay.
Like above the board, like this world, the world of Eclipse was created as a testing ground, like a big research world for testing primordial energies, light and dark, and creating fanatical zealots, servants. So
Or
it
just
Oh,
was
like me.
so it was in the gods' interest to make sure that this world was isolated.
And he'd probably say something along the lines of, did you see the void? Did you see nothingness?
I'll explain later if this goes well.
Okay, well, that's one of those situations where it's like, oh yeah, I'll tell you when I get back. And then you go on like a life-threatening journey and you might not come back.
She's just gonna look at Vale She's gonna have like the most serious expression this little fairy can muster, and she's going to say, "I don't think you want to know yet."
I really hate that. But you know, do what you gotta do. So,
She's going to start like fly up, like back to normal flying height, and she's gonna go back to the vampire lord.
No. Nevin is not a vampire lord. He's like a spawn.
No,
Vampires
the
will not
no,
librarian.
the
manifest.
the
Librarian,
librarian.
like a
Librarian is
decimal
not a
game.
vampire lord. You do not know what it
Ah.
is, but it's an
Okay.
undead, but it's
Yeah.
not a vampire lord.
Okay.
He
I don't know
serves
why.
the vampire Lord Beckett.
Uh, essentially, from where
In a
you
sense.
understand it, Nevin is direct like spawn minion. Librarian essentially became a vassal as
Okay, I
Beckett
see.
took this place under his like dominion.
Okay. Then I will address the librarian and I will say, I wish to learn Sylvan, if that is possible. If it is, I will try to tell you something I've recently learned that I hope you don't know.
Give me a persuasion check with
Oh,
advantage.
yes. Time for my nat ones, baby.
Actually, hold on before you roll.
Oh,
My
too
mistake.
late.
It's fine. Because I was gonna say like, do you intend to go through with the deal, or are you trying to scam him?
No, I intend to say I'm not doing. I'm not pulling
Okay.
a thing from the house again.
Okay,
No.
so persuasion. Okay. I mean, I did say advantage, so. Oh.
Yeah.
Perfectly balanced as all things should be.
The dichotomy of
No,
man.
perfectly balanced is when you're rolling that one and then you're rolling that 20.
All right. Hold on to that thought. We're gonna get to you in just a moment. Samal,
Oi.
are you with us?
Hey.
All right. Silas has been left alone at the outskirts of the forest overlooking the library. Alone in the sea of dark. Is he... Well, I can just like do it like that. So you don't have to run away.
The little pastor lighting.
That. Do you do anything specific to conceal your position?
Actually, let's see if he's gonna even choose to do that.
Oh my god.
No, he actually activates his bullseye lantern.
Oh my. Ah.
Oh yeah, Silas has a intelligence of 11, and I thought he was the dumb one. So this is fun here.
Okay. Alright, so actually I do believe I actually have a convenient effect that I can like put on a token. Equipment. Bullseye lantern, say. Oh, but it doesn't. Yeah, on some tokens there's an effect that basically gives out light. But okay. We activate the lantern.
You know, for most of
And
this campaign, I've been wondering if Silas has like hates his character, and he just wants a new one.
I like this guy.
so
I mean,
a piece of light in the sea of darkness. Like a sticking out like a sore thumb. Mind you,
hold on there, buddy. I'm doing prestidigitation on this light to make it so it doesn't appear as a normal light.
then not
The
sticking like
character's dumb, but he's not dumb.
then not sticking out like a sore thumb.
Like a fog light.
Okay. I mentioned to the others I am a little bit fatigued today, so I might be like still thinking, and I'm sometimes getting mixed signals. Okay,
Yeah.
so while Silas activated the lantern, but he uses prestidigitation to conceal the light, so he's not sticking out like a sore thumb. Does he take any other precautions to?
Nah, it's just honestly, he's probably just tapping his thighs like, I really should have found a guitar or something. And he's just.
Yeah, that's
You need a little jaw heart.
Either way, he's just kind of just trying to keep sane, doing little sounds to himself.
Yes, it's not like it's completely silent, but the sounds that are coming from the forest, from the dark surrounding you, are not natural. Well, once upon a time they would be like, birds, animals, and sometimes you think it might be those, but most of those sounds are rustling of wind, groan, or distant howl of a creature that probably is undead or a different kind of monster.
Even more so, just so that he has a sense of semblance of what he's doing, so that he can draw like his sanity towards. So that's why he's making more sounds, even if there's sounds around him.
Yeah. That's completely fine. Does Silas has any thoughts regarding that? Well, the rest of the party just seemingly wasn't attacked by the undead, and they just like after doing some sort of ceremony. I leave it up to you how much you saw from your observation post, and they just seemingly unmolested and attacked stepped inside.
He'll just stay down outside the entrance. He's just gonna still chill.
I mean, I know what you're doing, but like, just wanted to make sure like that Silas has any thoughts, like does
Oh
an
no!
opinion on that, or just like, oh, it's fine.
He's strictly observer. He's strictly thinking like, wonder what I'm gonna see next.
Oh boy, I can't wait to see what did I see next.
What crazy thing's gonna happen? What undead are we gonna come across that's gonna try to kill us? What's with the light? What's with the tree? Like he's just randomly just like, wonder what's gonna happen.
All right. Speaking of, you can give me a perception check based on hearing, in case you have anything that gives you
I
advantage
don't.
to that.
Eh,
Mm.
I'm humming way too loud.
Yes, exactly, exactly that. All right. And just to make sure, do you just generally stay in a single position, or do you?
Leaning on the wall, just most. The most it's like someone who's staying outside a convenience store and it's like, okay, what's with this dude? And he's just clearly loitering,
Mhm.
but waiting for someone.
All right. For now, no one that seems to accost you. And while you are aware that the dark is full of thief and danger, this is something you have noticed just as you were traveling here, that while you still had to deal with like an odd shadow spawning through the dark and whatnot, it seemed to be just less. And you have a vague feeling idea that maybe the infighting between the Lords of Night might have something to do with that. Alright. So that you will see that the librarian, after your offer, he leans down and puts his hands not directly into water but just above it, and then slowly raise it up, and from the pool itself a new shadowy creature will not shadowy creature a new specter will appear. That at first it seems, I mean, vaguely humanoid shape, but no discernible features, just a blob of ectoplasm, vaguely looking like a humanoid. Before it started gaining some characteristics and looking like closer probably to, well, an older elf, but not the type as Sidarin. Although, then again, it might be the ghost thing being like slightly warping the image.
An elf.
There it is. A tutor for your efforts.
Alright. And now, like out of character, now she will like give her part of the deal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then she's going to look.
Unless you
undead.
decide to like go, haha, sucker, and then start blasting.
I just joined the shadows, like mine now. No, she's going to think really hard about this, and she's going to say, "Oh, damn! One sec. Let me." Now I'm questioning myself. Wait.
Well, you think, can I make any check to see if this is like a subrace of elf? Or it is actually just like the ghostly visage warping it slightly that makes it unrecognizable.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Would it be like perception or history?
I mean, you're looking, trying to gouge this particular ghost, so I would say perception. With a 20, while the ghostly visage warps some characteristics and you get like a strong feeling that in life it didn't look like that, like what you're seeing now, it probably didn't look exactly like that in life.
Mhm.
It doesn't look human. It doesn't look like a race that wouldn't know Sylvan. It actually looks, it has some hint of the, not nobility, but like very proper behavior.
Like a high elf, almost?
Yeah, I'm basically have like the image of like, you know, Lord Elrond and basically those kind of like old
Okay.
elves that are like distinguished.
So this is like a proper elf. Got it.
Yeah, I do wonder, like, I believe like D&D had like not Eladrin or like,
Yeah, Eladrin are
yeah,
the Fey elves. Yeah.
yes.
Okay. I will say. Well, I know one thing that might be useful in your knowledge library. She says, very confused on how to call it. She's going to say, I believe that I've been described a way to, well, get rid of, not get rid of, but rebalance the dark and light.
Nevin gives you a look, like raises an eyebrow, just shakes his head. Uh, without hope, why the librarian doesn't have an eyebrow and it's like doesn't really have a face expression. But his illusory form leans slightly forward, not stepping out from the fountain itself. True, Uli? Then let's us hear it.
She's going to say, the gods shattered the sun. So one of our first acts will be to repair the sun and make it stable so it obviously the cycles are not the cycles, sorry, the pulses are bigger, I guess. She has no concept of day or night, but that's technically what she's trying to say, right? And then she's going to say, and I believe there might be someone who, well, knows about these primordial energies.
Repairing.
Vale just looks at you like you have been speaking Greek. He's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
The body that hangs above us. It is a scope beyond mortals like you.
She's going to say, it is, but that's not what you were asking, right? I just gave you the knowledge that I had. If you're above mortals like me, now you have the knowledge.
I am but a humble librarian of this place.
And I'm sure your master knows about this, then?
He knows many great things. But you can always ask him if you want.
Maybe not at the moment. I have kind of personal matters to attend to. She's gonna smile, like awkwardly kind of smile, like not lying because she does have like things she wants to do first. But she's not rejecting the offer.
Alright.
Yet.
So, two.
She's delaying it.
Slightly speed things up. I know that normally learning a language would take a while, but some time will pass, and essentially, it will not be like absorbing a soul, but it will be a weird process, as Sasa will be getting like not memories, but like feel like knowledge of like words, and she'll be speaking with that Eladrin. Let's just say it. Even if at first you will not understand him, the process will be gradual, but still quick. So, you can, on your character sheet, you can add Sylvan.
Alright.
And hold on, I need.
Oh boy. I cannot wait until I have to deal with the consequences of my actions.
Do they
Then
have any like free picture books I can look at while I'm waiting?
if you wish to look for one, you can make me a no wait, not search check, like investigation, I guess.
Yeah.
yeah.
He's gonna be like, he's basically gonna find like a cool book and be like, is this free? Is this free? Because he just wants something to read while he's like waiting for all this.
But without
I've
using any
imagined they found
souls.
like a child section.
Yeah, kind of have like the little kid section.
The
Yeah,
hungry
sure.
caterpillar.
Go ahead. Like most of
Yes!
it is like, you know, dirty, dusty. Like most of the pages are like falling off, or like the pages is just like
I
turning
see.
to like dust.
Definitely less cared for than anything else.
He's reading like infernal nursery rhymes for devils. Yeah, that's what he's reading. He's like, yeah. Haven't get to read my own language in so long.
So towards the end of the learning process, Sasa, this is what you will hear him whisper to you.
Oh, I don't see it. I don't see it translated.
Have you added Sylvan to your character?
I did, and I updated and everything. Let's see.
That's weird.
Yeah,
That's
it does show, right?
that's really weird. Oh wait, sorry.
No? I speak in a language I do not understand. Yet.
Oh, fuck me. Hold on.
I like how Sylvan looks.
What if I just like reload? I'm gonna reload. One sec.
One of the icons looks like a little butt, which is very appropriate for Sylvan.
Yeah, the polyglot module has some languages. They have specific alphabets.
Yeah, it's cool.
One of them looks like a trumpet. Oh,
my
now I
fucking-
see it. It works. It works now. It works
Oh,
now. I got it.
Nice.
Okay. Well, that's ominous. All right. I will not mention anything yet.
Alright. But the learning process will be done. The deal has been done. The transaction is complete.
Your credit card has been declined.
This one returns to the depository and will, its hands pointing towards the Eladrin Spectre, which will slowly begin to fold back into the ghostly looking fountain.
You said fold, and I just imagine like paper, just like bending backwards and just folding
Gummy.
itself over and over.
Um,
I don't know why.
Mold.
Oh, I thought you said fold. Okay, that makes more sense.
That's my pronunciation. Sometimes I like.
It's fine.
But yes, I admit, fold is an amusing image.
All right, I will return back to Vale and pass.
Can't believe we met Flat Stanley.
Oh my god.
It's him. You come back to see Vale looking at picture books in Infernal. About like, I don't know, Jerry the Demon's first day at school. Like really baby shit.
I will give both of them a look, just like, yeah, just like let's get out. Out. We should
Doing
get
a
out.
quick software check.
Bzz.
Right.
Scanning for viruses.
Speaking of viruses, can I check to see if that bread
Yes.
had any lasting effect? I know that I like sniffed it and it didn't have any poison, but you never know. Like I just want to like do a self check. I do medicine check on myself.
Do I feel weird? Do I feel numb?
Hold on. Two things. One, as you asked me out, Nevin will not follow. Just give like a small awkward wave. Maybe not even that. Librarian will disappear back into the fountain. And oh my freaking, what was that about the poison?
I wanted to see if that bread had any lasting effects because, like, he sniffed it and it didn't smell like poison, but he's also extremely
Bread.
paranoid.
Okay. Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Alright, I'm gonna medicine check myself. I'm gonna do self check.
Cyanide.
Shit! I'm stupid.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine.
Okay, he does like a once over on himself. He's like, alright, seems alright. I don't really know medicine stuff. And then he's gonna remind Sasa, he's gonna like do a little hand gesture at the spooky cave with
Yeah,
glowy
that's why I'm
stuff.
there.
Yeah, okay.
And
I'm gonna move
uh,
nonchalantly move.
yeah, hold on.
If the game wasn't
hold on,
paused, yeah.
hold on.
Oh, yeah, that's
on,
why.
okay.
I was like,
Wanted to
I can
just
move.
throw that, considering the idea of the world and how it's like why this was created. I'm gonna say that even most of the children's book, not all of them, but there were some religious undertones, sometimes very like blunt and not visible, but there are like, you know,
Jeremy went to church. and
before
got
the
bread
war,
that night.
the War of Dust, like pretty much most of the world was run as theocracy, when the gods have like that direct hand, you know, the religion, belief, and temples were important part of the world. Game is unpaused.
Now, nonchalantly take a step here. I'm a. Do I perception or arcana? I think it was arcana last time, right?
I mean, you did make a check before. Are you looking for something new?
Yeah, I'm getting like a little bit closer than before to see if I see something else that's strange.
That's Buster leaves his two other friends behind.
I mean, he has no idea what's going on. He didn't see the glimmer,
Oh.
and
Well,
they never
Vale would
pointed
like
it out.
Vale like gently grabs your arm like, hey, wait.
Alright.
I'm blind.
You can make that roll, and we're gonna get back to you in a moment. Make that roll, and
No.
in the meantime, the DC will be smaller as time goes by. Thankfully, Cyrus remains unattacked by the undead